Honorable, me watching what's nasi.
Patron Joso.
Bibi abokode.
Nyanko Pondum. Patron so.
Nyame adom me ho ye pa. We show you so. Enene de toso me no. A me ne wa ahia e show you so. Bibi abokode.
Boko. Ba mfiti ba ha cho.
Minister ba me come.
Na mo si dan we yo. No one. Sata Makra Road na nye easy.
Me dear, this is the second time.
We
had a wonderful time, you know, your first interview, you know. Inti ene mama mensa ma wakona me mo chiapa. It just a brunya busumi ani.
Afen kometu ene etinkom. Na Awurade aboye nyina ho. Ghana fo nyina.
I used to carry home down it down.
Now, dear,
dear, okay. Oh, Mammy, Mbisa say was second time one. We first time Okoye Namoa Bemu, the second time opposition mu and Amoah. So compare two na difference wo.
Me da se bebre anopai me de enchia kese in fact me de nyankopon ase so amaya kwanya yi na madam nsomase se platform kese wi moye yadom na me de enchia kese every honorable Kennedy ohene Agyapong ni team ye nyina e de ama Ghana fo nyina no pe omutie me titiru otekoko so otumfo se tutu abebio asante ne hemfo na wo Ghana nyina ene ye mampanyi John Dramani Mahama ene o mebu o man nyina ena ne kase ekofo mama NPP minority group ye leaders ene agents polling station executives no coordinators constituency executives ni adini nyina me che obi patrons obia taxi drivers o manam abonten central for ye nuanom ne papa no nkuafo me che obi biara yankopon enka omo eno kura ne ye di nkan no why ya wo two extreme ends of I would say settings, or if I should put it, and I say Emrasha Bedroom. If the American if Parliament now only one person was made a difference. Yes, inti your free rooms hang Parliament, inti na ADA pa. Adie bi apaso ye mo man do do na hwe constitution ma 1992 Constitution of the Republic of Ghana no. Osha just say oko parliament ekoji approval dodo na so be catch you say we here 2/3 so na NPP ni nti ye fa how mu pa na nye easy na yesa be nya wiase nyina de beto o man ya sebe eto ye wiase agenje mu no so de how kese bre na hwe parliament we nso a ye nuanu ma NDC fo no o mu wi ni ya to the extent say minu aba domo pe bi ombe ye pro omo wo more than even 2/3 no so be ha enti ama na ayeden pa but ni nyina mu no enye den ma Awurade me feel say honorable right Babin in my opinion was show leadership enye bibia wa ye na ye ana manage ho of course we nipa but to moderate a parliament it wasn't easy and to also moderate we and a leadership, minority leadership, so I had there, especially this time. Fair number, Omokakra one efa, and so they are going through thick and thin. And a minority members, you know, once you free mighty minority. In fact, me cry the quality mighty minority, and yet easy.
So,
of course, fair number, you can't enemy. The teenage now, so I'm a Ghana for who say, yes, sir, you can't be enca. We etinya ye de Ghana for pe ye nye bibia ya na ye enukrini but ofo say
activities amu ye nyina no di bi say
oh wintimi nka say bibia obi antimi nka say
no su say no de nka mu jaya nka
oh mintimi nyina hanka e ma ke me ho ba mintimi nka say me ka say bia ye nyina ya na no nso no
na me ka say mo de mo ye so ye nso no so be ka say untimi ma ke wo
oh say de me ye no de honestly mitimi aka empayinfo say yensi yentuma fi hata abonten pa church ase maybe one of the things be also a boy homode ayenye ni se toda yemma yentimi nkyerɛkyerɛ Ghana fo emunom ntiase de ntia ye niam bi wo parliament pa church ase wo hwɛ nansen a twema mentwe bayi na nye pandan ko ntini ye yesa
okay na bibi foforo bi ka ho
bebre build up minority no you are cooperating with majority mo but from before the elections union NDC win to me ma owura when for his excellency John Dramani Mahame so when in politics in pa me ma ye ko be mfie aduaso ma ya che NDC a person build one party state and also Amoah
sa usana ususu na
se me church room ha me so na wa ma ya ntem na matiasi ya camp na sem de no hia me pa but no oh Kennedy send one to frame wa mini aba
I say o ba o gida agenda zana
o bi no school na kra no
we ka wase
we di babasa say ya danya tree na beto into a deep root stem and when we did when I'm a bed and my tree. I feel at once I was starting, I was saying normally birds they settle and live on trees. Therefore, what is a tree? And I started any a tree. We are there.
One set of trees.
About 10 over 100. Anyway, and many about the name can say, what share NPP you two say winning elections. You know NDC for. By video TV so nyamen kwana meka just say don pen kroga no say Ghana de bedo no de ogina no beka ho asem me yo de boyeni ba mesum nyame nya ntrofo bi na medi o wi ansem ni bebre a and this for me de Takeshi stop polling station bi de e bi ba video so ehun you TV so na ya force yisi na we declare e kire ne de court o hia o me ya ba bi bebre o en no me de je Ablikumanov o me de je Akwetia sa no mpese o me ye Pandai o try so me de ko ense o ma do agi oboase is baby bebre enna ni nyina akosie ye san ba ba mu no o hwa bosom ye di kan they entered the friend nolly prosecutor nyame ado me nye lawyer de be say me sua law a chese abans one de onye interested in say obi o ye NDC ni bia na se mo court ye bedi me nka so o ma di boni
o abans onye interested in NDC so can NDC let's say selective and as being specific say this is something on your interest
about NDC abai send them account yasi because woman on we NDC abai na NDC abai ni NDC nyina no o calculate value na say 10% once every be commutative in mathematics 1 + 1 is equal to 2 2 + 1 so 1 + 2 is equal to 3 2 + 1 is equal to 3. Inti ya na metu asidi but okambo ma in mathematics no. Nse me maths person. Eti akra me kan say omo bo omodin yi omo krofo nyina say menka say na omo wie sika minti menkasa because we constitution na or say until say a court of competent jurisdiction ebe my declaration say obi why guilty of yibino te menka say me nwan this for di but no di pa na mom ka omo say so ma court no eye adwuma enti ya what 3 arms of government we are not starting so much NPP for. And no nanchen. The mechanic the GG constituencies be pray. She pandai. And 2 teams say, oh my dream say, open good party be organ no more transfer forever. In the end, the any no minority side no. Yeah, for minor. Name it way can NDC. Say yes, one person them for kwabane me basa. NDC be transfer in few hakrana. Nyami sure the shirameno. We nyame ya bia ma me bebre me maame of course no nyame dedi wo yomfa me nko him me maame kura ntimi ntro ni di enhira nye sika dodo nko awo enhira ene ahoden apomuden ene se ye wie ye NDC nyame adom ye chi nkrofo so ma wie so mu nwie me ntime nka se ye nchi me bi de me ka atimase ko bi etimi de me atotan kuru abi mu ntimi de nyame no wo ba bia me tim beto menya bibia dia nyame wo hira ma wie but we are fighting because we want to ensure a society that it doesn't matter where you come from, a society that whether you are dwarf or you are colossal, whether you are from the north, south, whether you are rich or poor, whether your mom is just a konkonte seller or even an accountant or professor, that maxim of equity, that they say that equality is equal to is equitability. And the justice that we all believe in, we need to serve the government equally. I don't know fighting for Ghana near Dutch.
Okay. Now more positioning and as a war position no. Eba no constituency o constituency no more a demand more na and as a more opposition I expose more maybe demand you're not able to meet your demand because you're in opposition compared to say na wo abemo
no krenie we den wo abema nso so yaketu betumi ya wo
okay
ba me de me hu difference kese wo be kai a na nado ye madum ye me deputy minister so be kai a ye me after about 3.5 years he ba beto abana and a deputy minister they can you don't control a lot of things. Two, you are not even paid officially because of double salary issue. But my constituency be
because of your MP
no yes be a buying share that now my constituency be a member no me can niam be bria me say no to munyina so to abama me
okay
me so betie me meet my cash so mu nchichi mu be du otwe akide maye ebi okra manka maye emse mi yade ba kope bi pa na no manya asase ni but what the tunche meet my catch say my scholarship e kwa apem
1,000
yes local scholarship you can check from KME any MMC academy there what they say MP no honestly the only way you can be judged any central government here kwan and we see schools for constituency na emom wa usika any common fund or get fund because I know use with discretion
and
we say the year the way o come a constituency
but in as much as you're using your discretion also it's meant for the people and I say for your personal use
but some pacho discretion the chair how and as nke can be anya reader because I be the tax and I'm a boy but send you bit me use wow dear and now discretion me magina more MPBH but can send for now bit him so akko every constituency from here 20 years down the line common fund get fund SIF alcohol MP no what discretion to use no send you use no near who's MP obo homode once we see can send we use no oko secondary schools na oni nyina about 5 mama mu nyina computers ye training minya adom e ma adwumakuo bi so me mu ye training ma nipa ba apem ha install a DSTV ha ye di beats ye bag na be di ho ye sa nyama ni nyina o de no to nchan wo all towns be 24 so we krum be all towns a wo hoda da indigenous people no ma ye nsuo ma akoma be dunum a me gusu so me ye me kasi me be football club am me no kwa e kuma CFC
okay
me call Korea Kope even bus free ho me ko to niema e wo Manchester City ni nyina wo ha na boys no magi fie kese a omutima omoko school no ye ne tu omuka
one our sponsor
yes next year ye no omoka omenko school no me pese mdo omoto adwumam e wo area ho so that okwa adwuma 3 days no akọ training 4 days because we anya contract papa bi am after 2 years akra ni baby fa ko me dey see many so na me catch mu they are listening a human development index
okay
what you say in fact my polling station executives no ma prayer adwuma no ebi o wa obe press a wonya hwe ma ye photo kakra health policy for them se bi akọ hospital na ese koto aduru na ye lab na wuntimi a unya obetime yi up to kanisika 5 million no so bo mo kakra sai ne ma kesi nti me constituency de nyame adom enye bad sa akronfo high me bo modern ato Toyota Hilux emuno se yemfa still wo mo high de sai du anajoa yemfa nam ho na yenye nti de metima ye no de me ko no omuni astrotef if also up banks boame ne me am so ma ho den kakra ye astrotef a world standard you can go and check in terms of size and durability but yenye stance akese ne aye kakra bi nti ma hie sa enhyehyɛ ni bebra me gusu ne constituency for ni deans and my doors are open to all of them nkaso obi a na metima boa no but ni padodo na ehun fa so papa obi okro oba me fia obeka na me nkai de me ye ne osu nti me feel said the SS ticket me ye de and a parliament so de eba extemporaneous presentation nkaso me ye perfect but on the floor there in fact all the statements I've made on the floor mo betima ko check it speaker call for committee because of solve problems both
so you know once someone can identify problems
yes
no more act to solve the
I mean
problem.
they know so same statement we last sitting am the ko enkai next one enkai about entrepreneurship we have about 14% unemployment rate in Ghana the unemployment rate amuntie ye those employable etiki ye ka nipa dodo pa dia me ka sho betima ko be 90%. Because ye ka unemployment rate o mo nenam street so o mo tifie o mo munsu adwuma bi o mo nko school o mo nenam kwane ye mfo mo nka ho o mo dru abi akọ school wanya na wanya nsa adwuma bi we ready to work but onya adwuma pacho se mutie ni ya youth ni de nam 24%, but o mo enya employable ni nyina ka obekọ be 96, and ye hu say about 10% and within that regulated period, especially at the tertiary level, my statement, and I'm an education minister, Kasa informally, we're very happy. Was member, I call once a man, but you know the way Honorable Haruna is, we're extremely committed to Nejumo Pesway and so on. And you also buy into it, but I was informal. My statement, is to call for inclusion of inclusion of entrepreneurship at the JHS level and SHS level, academic curricula. Into a course. Now, Omujitu and Kebaya course, a crown from JHS to SHS in Yano, was see how no be in a Juma, Pachotiasi. Did not rely on white collar job into a crown in SHS Onko University. None intuition in the idea. The readiness or no setting business or not what you say. Me, these are the statements and a various financial economic anomaly. Look, or maybe anywhere we are seeing an economy. A papa and a sustainable. I buy bit my bubbles on the market at a rate as so saying private sector Ghana. Okay. Into Abahano, who is a net bill, Tadakre, Kososen, and only a home model. Me also statement on the floor and others. Me face a parliament so me bad. But of course we fake YouTube near money a change story. We know be create dia grow be near twa na dia dan chai. But I think say me bad cry for my constituency and for this country.
Okay. But I love how when you've been able to explain details about because don't come more than one at the money at the also want to make. Oh, make back. Me say e bia e kwan e fa so kire enema teman 44 die ntia ya na take certain decisions. Okay. Yentimi ko yenim kese. Mate, Honorable, you've been a deputy minister for trade. Ana wanko honomo. Because be 2 months. And a finance so. Also be 3 months if I'm right. Ubaka say any challenges, any difficulties are yensika sem eko mono in a way na bina am bemu swiftly. And I'm Madam Hina de Madam. Mo frère me say me kasa Kennedy asem mo ma bi ba. Ne di nkomo say mre na ekoyo. Emmen koye. Honorable. Madam we dey oya. Me ba be so ambushi. Ombese be nkomo. Grofo ba ha mo kan pasem. So we share nkofo mo ba ye na. We start from somewhere. You don't just we have start here. Yes, we're having a conversation. Okay. Anyway, on the lighter side. But said we say as if say maybe Masadana. Anyway. So there's some coming over. And looking at challenges that you go through. Do you think that by now ambe swiftly ana? Challenges. Someone am buy sika semwa. Madam, me kind of cry natural. On my way home. A lot of microphone more me they are higher a personal interest. Okay. In Tisania, unse wajuma we wa he. What the metro mean honestly, I will feel. In Jino Brunica meritocracy. It was one of the key and cardinal principles on which Singapore developed. Or maybe an obiani in India. Tini yame boy will be carpenter nurse. But come here one and Crawford am ready to listen to the truth and expert advice. 2 and Crawford exhibited a lot of ego trips. Adia ontiasi mpuno no pesoaka 4 ade huno omu kromo tinie maase no enam omu underline interest ni amanyosem ti ombeso mo kanokre madam there 2 we are seeing nyina na mantie ye no was it not true ye sikasem nyina ye depend on obi maso ka me person ka o man be find time na ye ne ahokyere wo mu no na ewi ase niema bo te sen because me na etoda me ko fa nro from a pharmacy body niema ne sa niema kakraka no ajibu ani bi ato no 1999 pounds covid buy echi no e ko 2999 sa ta na pound ka 10 pounds no dia beto so no e about 250 Ghana cedis etimi nkofa niema no kra no mini ba ye di 250 Ghana cedis na to so obeka ya
Sam Rebidri, na Ghana for you fie, na by to Moka. You feel no crowd within a few months, you run a shift for almost 19 months, 5 for 2 weeks, not 5 for the next 2 weeks, now by to Moka. Ankran my private sector, nipa over 40,000 a dikroma. A 2 near Jejeno, Sika Jejeno, about 12 billion a year back because we had impaired productivity. And I'm going to be asked, that's our Bobosia. And I would a tour. Enti, I would share by private companies in Guna, woman to mean to taxes, casting a call from no. So no kunu, oh, fee, Mr. O. Not more year, you might come and BBC as yet on ranch, be seen in your fort to new comfort, Musika some say. Enti Sika ma, now Obayare, Obabiko school, Obedi, so Bobosia. Intini a Bosia more coso. But that to GDP, Pinya Bosia Boni Hill. Bosia now one against her, we see Casamo coso. And impaired productivity as a market in 9 years because of COVID, 9 years maybe pre. Intini a Bosia no cosora, na market in Sujina Diana. Oh, yes, I'm Reno. The whole world, you see Casamo negative 3.3. Africa in negative 2 point something. Ghana grew 0.5. Inflation called 54.1 or having chichimu adunum na chire po baako niam bibia say your primary balance 2024 mesro but mo dia na pe minua Dr. Atoforsen onimuma oya de pa we be am respect no cause me de onimuma manager the only say mo ya propaganda afi wo nyanya bibia impact the economy no bo me so mo claim de ene but the American say
did mo ye na mom na eso
enti na me kira won no opa kokoje NDC wo ma first statement Atoforsen doctor oye no parliament Mr. wa akwaje wonim say economy no time ye be free so na e grow 5.6%, even higher than 2016 na 3.4 na primary balance even inflation na free 54.1 about 22.9 economy na it say inside nyina eko teba forma eko time enti eniema pani nyina obekaya cedi ni dollars make factors ni dollars but one of the key factor say first time I made me kayo sa cocoa syndication na afibia na yema abrofo na na omotua gu abrofo count mu no this time 2024 ye ne Ghana na mo cocoa board no so enti by December, near over $500 million. By January, near over $1 billion. Unko check it. And I near say election, I dear some by now my investors so I starting your confidence. And I primary macro indicate GDP in us starting ye. And you know man your confidence. And as some also na American Asian countries, Obakaya, Omanya their friend tariffs war. Tina Asians na omu demanded dollars in volumes, no one demanded. Inti niya kosi mi nuanum NDC for me nka so my bone but we impact the economy because you two spending arms they want no discretionary so why we do pim they say big push 24 hour no you home there and you what statutory to say bia get fund command your home salaries and your my but wo ma there no my no o betimi a kire say 1% of that is as a result of I did no because we start improve. Okay. But what you say, economy no by the time you free so no, na ejina ye ba ma menka secret to ancho. Na ejina ye. Papa. But the impact no, ne Ghana fo nya hu. Because your economy no, your market you free be defensive and aggressive sector. Yenye they largely defensive. Small businesses no, about 90%. It is our economy it is no. Economy figures no kura kosora e be chepa ansa. And where impact
it's in a way no baka say moti anye ye montimi
enka so aba I dey say who say to da minim say minim ba bi ofri me papa no ye farmer na say transport una say me nso me ye farmer pa me ye fu unim say tete no na e fra bibi dokoto wo be ye ofu nyina wie wo ba hye no na menken atank wo kra de what tv ne say me apai afifi kama and no enya wona wudua but o man be die same we making me boa nyame ne me witness
I design economy no so mo no
say next year echo because me busa wo senka me busa me nuan man this for parliament o man timi ansa me nka so o munim ngoma but they knew say it was the truth. So almost say GDP near Cassie saying, hey, is Casimino. Community me a percentage of almost discretionary spending part. Say, oh, and she share we are and am I 0.5% of our GDP. Woman to me. And yes, oh, my bonny and a woman nimo. Almost the no, young enum pempenswa. Patriotic the American as na yetina and a communication so as a fraternity. Or how
okay, communication as a fraternity or how ever no my they say share Honorable Kennedy Agyapong what ye simu say delegates no na wo mumfa tumi enhye no to fankama NPP na onjina ne ento ne so aba se Ghana man panyine no to franka ema mo ye hwenkofo a wo sese wo mudi mu ntentemma e pa wo ka ho bi. But last 2023 me hune santi say yes 2025 mu na presidential primaries koso na honorable Okahumbia me bisa say aden why Honorable Kennedy Agyapong.
Thank you very much. Kennedy da wase so abusa question we ye di nyankopon da wase pa me nuaba nye nyine botae kese edi kan so obi ahwe power first. Okay. Power say we are hungry for power. But say obe govern. Okay. So obeka NPP team here implement national health insurance. NPP implement free school from FQ up to free SHS. I mean school feeding obeka wo free ni nyina obeka ya. Sene wa ba mu ntini team here. So woni aba mu a ukosoro ba bia woti. Nyesa wo ha na me dada we ade pa before God. Enye easy. But senka woni akwanya we ka be do atena hai. Enti NPP ye ko benyina de ba ko ne dikan si e benya tumi na tumi ne ye to abai internally no ye little over 200,000 wo ma to abonte aba no dia opepepepepe se si obi osum nyame o se wona de wode no kura ne be kasa abonte by observation dede e ko abonte nyina me ma TV so e ko mfi aduasa me ne president Mahama kura debate GTV nyina da me ni intro mene honorable hana tete amabenu ado fosu ampofo no tete na me ba peace fm sa time na asempa no nyina ma hot fm my year politics achi no two kwan almost every region no every region almost sometimes na me driving in meeting and then me can okra na acho abontinsofo ni nyina whether by miracle or by God man fa Kennedy ama se man fa Kennedy ama 2 months ago, SDA for 27 district pastors, only over 3,000. Ekoshia Mikobi, the whole Ghana. At least ye come age and even President Mahama near this. Means we invite you no Mama dia Kennedy Nkwa. So for that no kesi fa Mike Obompo say Ewrade o kan to talk asem Kennedy Obia or your policy and ye gidi say o kanokre. And it looks like say bibia wonemre. Me de me feel say 2 million me feel say Honda hono and a man me could di Kennedy echi. Okay. Me say because when you 2 million and we are number 1. Number 2. Me nuanuma and no more other side no. They have not been able to convince me because on my me 2020 election no e be enipa eye die ene adwuma because nkofo ho chiro. Next election pa check it. Even now no nkofo ho chiro. Thank you. Maybe say even now no of course and a Kennedy ba men say obi ahun beto no but ene say dem no kan say nkrofo adwuma o ha mu nchichemu se de wo ma ye employ o monka ho nya ye bebe ade otwe achi eno kura free ma e about 24 ti adwuma na ye ki Kennedy among the 5 candidates our record proving record say we be enwuma afa Ghana for person nkrofo be pray na me say 209 this yimedi na mo national health insurance Kennedy hu ne no so woni nwoma makosua de UK aba of amedwuma honorable titles global of any people be adwuma and he's been very consistent with his factories and industries. So you used to work? No, not at all. My go me akra me come me farms ye niama be go through a lot anyway. And no dan chair. Apart from so be enwuma bebre na ono nani to so ade hu ye industries ni sa niama na wo proving record no. Wo de no to chances here you be a friend divinity. Madam, unze nipa num no kura ko ke kan ho makra kenye Kennedy. Hwatini omudi no unqualified when you say but ecclesiastes so bibia wonemre. Nibusa question ba ko pe. obi a woko 37 heya was spending millions of dollars America sika AC cardio center komayare kore se meboa woko konfanochia the most important machine there oncology cancer yare akese na ye ho adwuma on repair kura in millions of Ghana cedis cause why na brofo be Kennedy ye ho adwuma ko northern region COVID time dum so ba ya ni pay wu de be ho dum no he spends huge amount of Ghana cedis and was saving lives ewo e marco car Lebanon na esu adru Ghana esu na banse no ho kire no na nkofo tiem. Is Kennedy only the richest person in Ghana or rich person? You don't go from Wisika Seno. You won't de. But Timana Kennedy Nyaye no. Misha, because leadership is not about Sebi. How you dress, how you talk. It's about functions, responsibilities.
So do you think, say, baby, I do near here or Mampenina? Why yes, I was our track records. We
no what team mama of mine
and son. These are some.
But what account in Yankopon?
These are some of the qualities I hear and son. It's me is any panels on any man.
Yes, because on a Ghana for pay. Whether NDC NPP is my opinion. I could be wrong. I can name my experience. I mean, almost 30 years in politics. Nipa be breed. You be into more politician.
Oh, okay.
But if you are a politician, inti say nyame na nyame be judge me say sa na metia. Ewi ase nyame o. O woni for wasem na me say me a meka cho say me ntesa ada me boa. But inti na me de me nyankopon say me de me odi boye ni ba me nyame di. Say sa na metia nyame nim. We a politician now driving from Adenta to Rich. Now who say barefoot kids and cry woni bie increase every day. Uko ANC more. Who nkura na we a politician we need tema. Na be wia o man sika. We a minister. Na 10 cedis we are 1 billion. Na unhu nipa mobo emfa sika mwa wo mu a. Na obi nso de waye niema kese we nyina dance obi no ntimi su yakọ campaign obi timi da for tiem woni akene di kura anim no niema kese na waye omibusa wo se wo krom na sika ni bi di sika yi we nyina aboa de oni bie asumo man ya niema kese yi but ebi obi kaseti ya no ena onso kaseti ya no obi so weske o wiase nyina obi kaseti ya wa obekase bia ti age se dem ebi kura babo wasomo enso nipa ewu emfa no ho two leaders no na ope and I know me near penny back where Kennedy Babu be assumed. One in the call secondary school, Panichok or Mecca, and for you back what Kennedy Abu be assumed. You see, what I attack some Kuaba can be actual. Peter Poo, as young for Dumian or the second child will be assumed. And so he was the rock on which God built his church. Was when about time Miss Maso down also. Moses, no a murderer, who didn't communicate nation from Israel, no one rebel. David omiekun obi kun nyame se obetima ma buo mpo ayina ye se nyame se obema obi agene maya esebuenu nyina akro mo edi omanimo na onipa da sania ose ode abo no ahome nkwa honhom agumu amana ye okrati asefo enti omu de omu ni Kennedy atem omu gade omu pebia ye we are not going to respond but the then say Kennedy airport say ko mfia aduasa enu menka so yeso abofo but untimi nka say Kennedy awi o man sika ye nchi ni ntum so wa ye kromfo Kennedy nkum nipa ensani bebre no amachiachia na no.
Okay.
Enti me pa cho so obi kura di obi atem odem no obi di obi atem kura bonti because we di na bi a reply enti o mienu obi ba akonya ebone and same way in here
what I said so now no you my yet say empo no we di atem a enye hwe ana
de me kan on tima say me ka say obi di atem me ka say yebo na pa cho me pa cho uni obi atem da me do obi atem da oh me no ya adwen but dem can say
me there's a follow up say enye hwe e ade yemu ye ni so say
enye bibia
me ba see ye so honorable Stephen Ote yes o kwakoi o pe man panyini edi ne bia wodi obi atem na because of that and we will be you so against you ene yenti ase say wodi obi atem enye bibia say yetimi gina so ka say ye nto aba
ana mpesam ka kiro we dey ede na me patcho ede na gina sem so ye nyina obi a wo record obi anya perfect tina me example say obi 7 minutes we ne me obi a nipa mienu ya na msuro sem no benya asem oba ene panyi you so push me chepa
okay
but you obi so ha ono kura de oni obi atam abonje so obo ne yere mama bebre na mo wo mo yere no na me bisa question say impo obi kura di matam na mentima nkonto abufuo na me ka bi kire na me say nipa we kuro no yetim hospital sakese ni sika nko an odi ye adwuma nkrofo ko ka buchi no odi sika ko hyem kede ni start bu anipa na NPP mayo on the NPP man contract ono kwa no NPP contract of 1992 no bu anipa kede start no ton blade any matches e street so and we building entrepreneurship ni career kede do ni made pa was a matter of choice okwa disada tetemu ni made abekwa disada. He was one of the best economic students but our record also wa poor men we gina Samri, medium Jesus Yamen have friends so much. So it's left with the people to vote for him or not. Send Israel and we Romans 31 was here he be anywhere. Well, just in Yamia, you know. But David and Saul, that time Saul, you know, I rather say, Musi, the man when you someone TM and Amunya Saul. And David also was the leadership of Saul is not out of my perfect will. But that of my permissive will, because you people are grateful. But that of David is out of my perfect will. Intimate about the American say, Minkasa 10 years, but young can crew. One was 1 year boneda, Jesus want to bo mobano. Okay. I see me a king and say, a mere BM Mimusanam Bobopa, quite as Yesusano. Now me bought near friends as Rangers, Yan Yusani Bocost, the bought for 680. And now one in a minute, but I'm a good dribbler. And then mini kudus black star one your friend. Me busa question back up. Me to say say NDC4 efa me say me to frank amana. Between when the meaning nyame som no. We use Ashanti region for beto NDC. They will not. It is a NDC4 fa me say stake for Ashanti mem wa kan ho wa ye adwuma obi anim so odin sebo ni nwoma. When perfect there, but the guy will be our bit my age, man. Baby, of free to young fan only vote because politics is strategy. Young fan and care home, maybe Omukra took a crama and yet yes also. Nay, Cotuabano. Na baby as the guy if he said a dom or debano. Omina asking any panel or once a more. Any panu mean I are this. Mimicking Cassentia, Dr. Boniada. When you perform crack, when you my dear, and your Dr. Boniana, my economy say, and you know correct. When you pacasia. Kennedy, Debbie. Now, some world crisis. Kennedy, or no, Unipa Cassie, Bray Champon, Korean Yuma Wedi, share Educhum, Kwabne Japan, integrity, why you mache. But unless you are con any individuals, no, it's about NPP's chance of winning. Okay. Into what did I make honorable Ken? What did I make cabo? Mobet me in your vote. Made it was so 80 million trauma and say, yes, me and some pacho. Say, NDC folk of Amico, thinking, say, Name doma me deban on betwaba na me dom ni show say and just the kan yempe no ba mo party no ye ne yempe ntiyento no mo tuti NDC beza de me akọ me busa you see nkrofo mbe so mo dwene and e be the propaganda because what they will get me anya propaganda e bi aka me nko am voter ke bi aka me ntoma kani
talking about say
you understand what I'm saying e me nko am voter say as we sticker oh na to be president bia but what you're making us say but it's not about me, it's about NPP, it's about Ghana, it's about what Agyapong is bringing on board, it's about his proven record. Oh, no perfect, but who only meaning say yanko checking you will be free to basing there any power boom benevolence #1 politician in this country. Yan check it what they yan checking the need of Ghanaians. On the street, Kennedy is on Tiasia Crasa Banchi. Apart from Fufune Kunkunte Yamfanya, Abroche creation of sustainable industries, factories, Banchano, Nipa Bibri, Benya Quenya, Kennedy will be a factory or central, which is what or can't vote about 30,000 acres. Look, or you do what?
Okay.
Are perfect. So people should talk about first our chance of winning this election. And we are #1 because when we near
into one is apart from a honorable Agyapong. Someone found on one by near the 2028 NPP.
About your mean Casa Minyame. The free be balance of probability, the chance. Acquaintance a bit me win. Even a radim penum po Kennedy Bani and Yakura near Kunya 47, 48, 49. NPP news be winning. Look, Yana account 92, 96. Obi Wadi 92, 96. Ever said I serious analysis giddy and will be called 3 times. No be on politics and I hear that. Saturday and 12 baby out. Ghana. NPP be winning about 530. Oh, do 250. K2 South 290. Oh, please. We are still in the military effect. But check from 2,000 coming. Even Kufuor the Okaya, they just took everything. As far as giant delay, san also here a young son of then easy. Aben or Teso. So if you say abandoning every cleaner, or because you have protection, and son of Babano. For not to change. Nanado's first election. Nanado, no one vice president though. No campaigning 16 years ago. The first election, he won the whole Ghana. When you have 49.7, I stand to be corrected. A cap 0.4, no 0.3 plus 1 vote, 0.3. Nanka NPP winning. Check it and the home 7 time near the second time will be in the whole Ghana. Just a while soon yame. One conquer me and I sorry. Election was taken by force. Until you can compare the two. As me I can say no, a NPP dache. And then this year you NPP boys in ready. So we are talking about the recapture of power by the new patriotic party. NPP na etimi aboa mo hia ni be ko school free o. Obatan bia obetima akwo look na me yakraketwa patase ma me bia onim Ghana mema bebre nhwe mai see the way they behave. Send you see the Hamida na me yakrenti. It's a story that master me ko Assemblies of God neka. Ma me we had intia. Oko inyaba. Yesu I work an o kan ni kunu ano. Mo suntia tiema na fie ofo ni bite. Na che almost 2 hours according to woman no. On be fa ne call hospital no. Sa prepare to man physical. Omu du ha. Omu se asiro se ntimo hwa ne yakom se dabi. Emra. Omu ko fie ko fa sika ba eja papa mama to ebe ne wo. It took NPP's government. So oba woni bi wo bia because school free. So when it comes to these decisions, it's not about my personal interest.
Okay.
So me manya deda ma obia na me neutral. Me age, me political experience, my politics almost 30 years. And woman so amesu nyame adum ti, nyame adum. Me ma me ntimi ntro ni din. But na ntimi kwa boche nya address thousands of white people, not that I'm lying. Ye come here financial models in the world. Wo tie minim capem no ni APT no ne optional models no. Me one of the few Africa may be even number 1. It was Canada, Pakistan, Ghana professors. The Americans say, come to my the nipa no you be a winner. There be a medru ko be my appointment am pe ana papa kakra na meboa but me nwene me nko am. I think this time with dear Kania no e da Kennedy so.
Okay.
Enu nti na me de Ghana ne oman no ne NPP na me dwene mo ho. Na kakra mesere ne yenya atendidie ene ntoko no obi a obetena ha abedi di Dr. Baomi atem. Wabaka se Kennedy ena wonti obabu obi asum sankrofo no yanhwehwe omuye ebi na NDC so omu cause obi a op NPP bia no madam
na wo nti o chese NDC fo bebobo asom
tobo ntina nyasa na mepa che
e wo so ka se yenhwe no mu ye bia na
NDC tobo kaisa mami ntrum dia manka ne su me se bia na NDC hu bom like omo hyase
na ye no yodo
ebi as nte ebi a omu yusu ne sane e be ya NPP ntim ye united because bia na ni afi enye omo titi social media
kase for her ni mu se montam beti ana
na se NDC be so run one party state NDC e come with NPP go because me metie na me ba na be didi Baomi atome kan se memfa efa Dr. Baomi ho bre champo ho educhum ho ebe yusu etia NPP they make atoma say ye do obe win bi and how are we going to get united ti san crofo no mo kasa no mo ye level no mo kasa no me pa mo chew nyame ahira wo mo omo dodo na ye o omo nka project akese a omo so di omo sika ya ma oman
me kai se
ya me ka atoma say
me kai se e lawyer tachia ba ye nra na me ne edi nkomo o se enye papa wo papa na se wo boa wo bi en se da wa no e ma wo ka wo se there's a possibility say wo ma boa ana so ma ye enye me bi but wo mo an wo mo ba bonten
madam e ba che o fa na churo bi CV ma no ni bisa fa na churo bi CV emra David ka se okokun Goliath nya me ka na koma ni nua pani two ho wo se bra ma nya sa meja ka kire me se sorry muni ho na meja ka se me nko hwenwan na me kum sisiri me kum this me kum that aiza wo mo pa abai ebi me gina bonte so mdo musika abo MPP da Dr. Baomi abeka bi bra champion abeka bi ana meboa senya no kora na wo ye papa na wo ka wa ye bone we na kire adwen wo mu ti
okay
e ba choti ase mi bisa wo se me kopetumi na me ka ne ma amaye se se mbe kan hie so ade ma ye nkofo pie bebre ya me na me so agini pa bebre kwa de bia me petumi bi o se me kama nkrofo hu boni be na kini se boni aya ni se o ka papa because ebi o ma ye bi but wo de toto nsani toto ho enu ba bia na o munye bi so they are afraid
okay say at some point ekrampo no wo ye ejuma of our ejuma that time o say
2009
now health insurance
no na me mo health insurance national health insurance mo ga me nya government appoint you me by February March in fact I'm sure the whole Ghana crowd na be first person NDC made me resign na Kennedy nya madam fo o hia me no say krachi you me hwe me TV so a wini momo na brabe me chief financial officer anya me nko offer ni pa bebre by ye call last election me ani na chi o my hair no ko di obi achi
you've worked for him before. No name the companies ahodo a run say I say project out all years. I mean say through the company be and do you know number of the companies?
Minim nyina ba minim binum pa.
Unim binum.
Bebre.
The guy say lawyer touching by is also 19 companies na enye no cresa.
One is also one. And I'm say
honorable Ken.
Oh no. And I'm say Ghana high one. Me kra me tie a me ni hwe no. More companies are registered therefore me
working
me am there yes you can work here at what level ebi on about attaching a lawyer nti on tesa na manase
sometimes you can register a company but now when start say
19 no won say oko Canada co-stores akese nko a minimum obefo a okaboma Africa hanya number 1 beka 2 say see our still company on investors aya ebefa nipa apem wawie the whole Ghana
is
there now the whole building crowd employ nipa let's be honest even anya wo make omo yes no make critics no the whole Ghana electricity corporation say omo ntumi ma no power just agree to see a whole station
to power
I'm telling you microphone me patrol we akotema nesro and then me call parliament ntia but I can finance you to go and check Kennedy factory a processing rubber different factories
okay
the point is say you no crow any problem na eba no we obi a betuma be ne kakreba enyuma ekreti e bran champon eno da nchen NPP mu me say we Kennedy ene kwabena Agyapong me kra meti maso NPP sin tele ni nyina I am telling you for a fact Kennedy and branch Kennedy kwabena Agyapong when starting 92 wo ma ka no mo we me omampanyi kofo
delegate na nhwe
exactly what's much our dream grass ma men kan chiro ade oti ebe onwa Kennedy at the policy be ba ebi nsi da on ka se wonwene Ghana for mu wa dwene grassroots ho ache Kennedy hu se ni pa bra no wunti na I thought that we be emotional we develop a system ebe capture database of all NPP delegates ameboa monkoya research regions wa kwenyo ma fill form na ba no ko officer ye inputi adentia what's NPP timeba yes you create job 2 million 4 million and crew but omo bremi agi to me no obi esu grassroots what's me anya bi but bible class obi a na Kennedy kana mira ho o kana ese awosia gumi what's bible class obi o ha o say obi a ontimi hwe ni immediate family wall no o te say unbeliever eso nsum nyame na charity also begins at home obi abo nipa 200,000 akoto aba ya benya presidency yenya aban ya see you create jobs ebi a 2 million 4 million say you obi ampo na benya adwuma na obeti wenye mo hamu nchichemu be edioso a obi esu say won de ne bompo enya hwe adwuma enti we de officialize sa database no so that some crofo no ntimi nga say ye pe carpenters ye fa carpenter 10,000 na some crofo no 2,000 kuma omi a so won de ye mfa no owie ya no one of the candidates so obtains information and also nam say welfare database but you see who we are be ba untimi nya ni ye owo bi ba wa yan ni ye da won wo bi only house boy ti na no wo ba ti ye mu bi na me the way God created me me ndwa manum obeduma akọ check ni fie me menum house boy onya dia meka wasem ba aduane bibia ye di the same plating obi gi afu obi ba onye ni ye Kennedy's way of thinking and you acquire 2016 autocars makuma 240 Tundra ne AF American cars omo ba ye no ebi no pe omo de ente no so ene munkoyi sika no ebi no mo de afa so onyu no kra ne talk cars no me na me Ashanti regional organizer for the NPP or the back by me kra na me you see Kennedy
and
is
one now pentem to one do sika ko yiana.
Oh, they would can you be brave man crofo. Me name sika on one you buy.
Okay.
What you say? And one more drive by Shanty region. Kennedy will be at any sort ding. Politics and dynamics in here. And this nearby Abuaju. And this was born out of an autocratic coup d'etat at the Menkase Yabani, Ubiana and Ashasie. At the end, this year, about communist inferior tactics, propaganda, the use of violence, Omo ya dear pa, and then no more. Kedomie or Ben William for her community. So we are nearly the be also yet strong, tough to face them. And your friend of pragmatism.
Tina come baby say, do you think say on Agyapong in Japan you be a obeti me a shaky system?
Ah, na so they say for baby
on wudi nechi and say who believe who in mu pass so
look, me no koye adwuma na me chief financial officer. Ma me card bia no ye. E to da won expect no about office wo. E bia 10 to 8. As start adwuma 8. Wo abeba after 10 to 8 bi obi wedi. Now you say you are sacked. Me so ono aneba ye che no ne ba frɛ no oti o se ne bandi for police in no. You see, onye perfect. But even with our mindset revolution search, the way our mindset, the behavior of the police, the behavior of some chiefs, the behavior of media, we politicians squad will be any judiciary. Your mindset revolution, sometimes you need somebody that will properly place erratic decisions. And when you say a lot of the finance and economics gurus or NPP, men count about Safuma, we have Papani Womoko, and about 80% Omina Kennedy, Dr. Sibe Amoah, Dr. Stephen Amoah, Dr. Ampabin, Honorable Abno Sasari, Honorable Koku Kwati, and yes, he can't you. Nyamia Shirame, Kennedy Busamini, and one city for a mammy before God. But what if you go apart from Pabi, I mean, call finance ministry, what paying Papa and Pabi, but me name is Subai. Because I had only about 4 months encounter. But Nipa train as a 4 now academic boom with him. To a large extent, be a discipline.
Okay.
And the Agyapong is coming with a different team or day bano. And then creative. For the first time, it was no but for the first time, so be a flag bearer. You bring you be a ansana, you bet you a manifesto no. You set it your friend a policy framework department. And therefore can see different areas. Every rest say queer, you be any define your value chains and sign a Kennedy Apacase and fear me and crab or baby would come. A lot of people did not do that in Ghana, whether in DC and NPP. You have more policies in this and you buy a bread up to now 24-hour economy, and yes, and your papa, but Omar research. Kennedy is bringing a new paradigm shift. Kennedy is bringing, a mindset revolution agenda. Kennedy is coming to change our cultural frontiers and expand that and bring in new values that whether you are young or poor, whether you are rich, whether you are from the rural or urban area, there will be hope for you because you're coming to build everything here.
Okay. So they will see actually qualities of Honorable Kennedy Agyapong. Wokas and so say aside say Oma Wejuma 2009 Nini Nechi no 2023 compo enye wono na was doesn't mean say what him as steady and say Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia I mean so na was supporting in 2023 genuinely believing in leadership.
I believe
meba and na say wo hu say onye the people's favorite enti ya de ayen to man enunti na ama sese wasesa wadwene ana.
Thank you Dr. Bawumia. The idea na me wo about no as a person it still stands.
Okay.
Asime kan you no na propaganda ntie nua no kan no ma se da o mpese omunya sympathy vote no mo sell no akwa fake TikTok o si nipa na kase no obi a change na wa wanti asem se de make say na wa story no for na edidi watem. Bawumia is not perfect. To say Kennedy is perfect, but to me Bawumia is a great person. Bawumia can be a very good president. But in management, if you be performance functions, it has 3 key variables. 1, ability. 2, opportunity. 3, motivation. Ability means so we need India to send your OT. That's why I'm a PhD now. What do I mean to me? That's ability. But who in India opportunity mean you are opportunity mean to me free Dr. Bawumia. Because enye nim de no wo no na akwanya de be win no me feel say Kennedy de no ye way ahead of him and just want me win that.
Okay.
So for NPP to come back and win, I have to change. And in the Bible says, "Sebi misreka obakwasi anense sanadwe."
Okay.
Say utu anamobi. When you enough information, when you enough evidence, said there be, they will decide. You nenka adwempa. Me, I'm a motivist. I'm not a consequentialist. A motivist look at things from a reasonable point of view. Now, if you when you enough information, send in a court to create appeal and I'm a boy. 18 year monitoring and evaluation and adjustment. Any leadership and I'm against. But the chance of NPP winning 2028, look, NPP winning 2028, 2032, it will take a miracle for us to come back. Now, madam, most of us, me nana, kwabe 40 me. Me friend me nana ohemano, akomi nana, me friend no, akosia menu. Na ni nua be ma de ya menu. Omune bafo kutom na pretty akwame nko ye chichi me nana no ngum. Enti emu bi no NPP are traditional thing. But the youth na ho no, it's not about tradition. And they be no drift kwan DC. They don't even care.
You can say no one say the ama dosabom the chances na slimmer ema hu say no hu say honorable can way ahead na because say entansa ye de bono o kan hu bi na economy say but say mpo waka say yentimi mfasa so no embo no and also any cross na eso na akododo na team say o kan economics ay say we perfect and so you did nothing about it ma during that time no economy na ntimi anye ye unje no so na abeye
and also one factor and I'm say Dr. Bawumia the issues with him in my opinion it's all about the dynamics do not favor him.
Okay. 2
in management be a strategic position a strategic position factors a surrounding a be organization na individual ankra bi no sansem no Amoah organization no
okay
ana eboa no so in management you analyze each of them into your independent variables and dependent variables into where to know there is more of circumstantial than unknown as a person
but time na with DH and I hope say maybe team na answer line no
member say mekum
sir
and I don't member say obi abetwe asma making akofa individual thing and no until you be risk factors it was specific and which of course is the unsystematic and your systematic risk factors your name be a general in a specific thing Bawumia himself as a person during the campaign may not have or might not have done that obviously we need power me my policy at you mitigate nasi Sarah I said na toda crowd ability na new opportunity now you can work toda opportunity na motivation in you I don't want to go in there but whoever wins next election first thing is unity second thing is to build your campaign team based on meritocracy because Nkrofo are interested in individual gains they will come and lie to you they will come and say this they will come and say that they will come and say that because they want the opportunity.
Okay.
Obi akra man campaign sika 1 million so go kumasi a won register no na sika na ka 50 so be report abroad was spending
nti wo team popa so san say maybe the people around the nti no betimi a block wa ma
politics now if you said the president Mahama Abai you be how come and because when I say meritocracy mean that say me na my brain tea I'm not talking about loyalty I'm talking about the fact that there are people who can do certain things better than others just to attain the overall interest of the organization. And there are people who, by virtue of their greed and personal and parochial interest, will do everything in this world to get the favors and get positions that they cannot perform. In fact, Ghana in Abakono.
Okay.
I thought that pilot is uncle farmer, sorry. I thought that pilot is when you're air hostess. And your leader no na be a woman and throwing concerning personal gains committee obi to my aircraft there na na mo say na per results they say Black Star under 20 no me adu we to da obopa betimi abo as a striker as she goes and now Nkrofo be interesting no na I can just say una the best but be ana edu hye mukura na obi anim say ka be strike because e be ana bonus go him and yema kwame nkobo ana abena nkobo because onunya bonus and benya na ebrem na menye sika ni bi adi I mean this way also under and there not only Dr. Bawumia campaign team my year politics Acheyepa. Most of the national elections have been part. Yes, me didn't throw. My Ashanti regional organizer through me any to nominate all the team together. Koduanum any near to me understand politics clearly and extremely well. A problem in Ghana and not only in NPP. I think NDC as well.
But you know, so honorable politics in a way, a survival. What's the one my worried say? Decision I'm not taking semi support honorable Ken. Is it a right decision? If you do maybe no mean see me relevance and I understand and also you're very optimistic say maybe I want is the right place SSO.
Madam, me not perfect, but probably will be close to me. Before God I serve. I'm not into politics because of what I will get. Me call land in 97 let me so. Now me to me you 16 hours. 2 hours cleaning. 2 hour cleaning. So what I land in that.
One boy scam.
Ansana oh tete usika be. Ansana ma kobo car wash. Car wash. A wom. Ye no bi aka kra mo. Car no ba ko wash nsu ni. Ansana na juma ko kitchen. Ne bobi a 3 months. Wednesday any be a medefi others other basim e do kwa me obi a nyame aye bia ma me nya de me nyina na me wo me nya de me pe nyina na me nya ba no kra na me ka kiro whether NDC o NPP o me se ka me dwe de me nko a me nya na me personal relevance ka me nya de me yeye o de me ka ntimase se me ya me ho kotwa picture wa hanso meto computer akọ hafo ni bia de me ka me ya me ho se me wo mfimfin a steka ene yi NPP for nipa 10 untimi ngasa menka ho say yi parliamentarians 10 in this country and you be an our time in tia de make atumase me jim hudi yankopon ahira me ba me hwe de me nko amenya meaning say de make atumase a I'm not with Kennedy because of what I'm expecting. I said I mean Dr. Bobby who say and nkan be owini ya and am here de me ntiko mama appointment so onye de menya e wi ase udu ba bi na yami hirawa enye de wonko abenya se nyame hira na de wonko abenya ko ma kwa me despite enye billionaire cause ono ne yere ne man ko ntimi ni billions no nyame ye wo sase ne oso be ye hira ama afofo in your thinking and in your decision making processes the interest base must be social, it must be broad.
Okay, honorable, in a ban loyalty in NPP, do you see say a reward and I say a punishment?
And you may say me come. When you about questions and I'm say oh say nya say munina. Unse Bible say obakwase na we be o kana dwen wo ho. And obekan nkrofo wo de o de adwempo no bi akwasesa no. Mintimi nkoka no wasim pii. De metu obia for especially MPP ni say yema meritocracy enye adwuma. Yema nkabom enye meka meritocracy answer wo question in a way. Meritocracy ne say ade we Sani panel bit my BBA as in Sani panel. So in management, free big configuration of key resources and core competencies. You can have the best players in the world, but if you don't establish or form the right team, okay,
okay, honorable. Matse mesa ba usubium ebusia for honorable Stephen Amoah and Ameneno etwetwen komo. Doctor Honorable Doctor Mame Ama Asantewa Ken, the hope of the hopeless. Okay, Sasson Justice and so Kwame appear. God bless you, small big okay, small body big brain. Okay, title will be the amount. Okay, yo Mate Ken, okay, the hope for hopelessness. Ken is the man for the job. We say Gumwa West NPP and so dear our day Abba and no into messages in the door supply. It was for Honorable Dr. Stephen Amoah and Ameneno etching honorable. Yababa sorry so and maybe say 2028 usuru ewo isha so obesan ko bi una so obesan kwa ehun kakra wo mu ana.
But I didn't see misro. Say misro dear na che say me good leader.
Okay.
When we ntia ye ma o say be ye MP me ba be som. Eti du me bi na nipa na say ne ma ye won hia so a o mu nyina hu. Say me ni o mu ti no mo mpa ni papa. There be o say misro dear na me pede me nyanti
qualify when no mpa ni papa.
Dear me penti on say politics no. Me ntia say so obi say anto aba ma ni nti wawu. There be me passion to say me bo any painting. Me pese yetuma me na me yenyuma patoa so. No am say yampewa. We dey so be na wom. But decision ginesie we are say any everything in life. Oba abeware no, be ma abeware no, leader ubeyi no, and be kire oni je.
Okay.
Enti I shouldn't be afraid of.
Afraid. Okay. Enti enei no me buy wo kasa mu no, me hu ne say party ne first.
Of course, 100%.
Until let's assume say we say wo tie honorable Kennedy wo hu ne qualities and we say obey leader be boa mo din kunim di abremo say ko ba ne say delegates no mo am vote amana de omo de ne beba no are you going to support?
First answer, Kennedy will win hands down. Oh umbeto me hu bi mpoda na ye nyina akora ni Kennedy achi onya 37.4 eno kora na a lot of machinations.
Oje no sa ne di
some machinations. Policy bibia wo menye mistake.
Okay.
And I then you got to about baby say ho nyina onya zero. Na you got to about NPP that time no your presidential candidate that area say nya zero. You what be that. But any day game obi anya ma sabi wa be wiem. Don't let me sound angel. Okay. So sure ne meyi. But in nay there were a lot of constituency and region that Kennedy we need even nipa one no.
Okay.
MP square no one. Me hu MP yi na nim ye dede man see. And so na you be break krom so mbeka se. Na government machinery ni nyina ya against Kennedy. And then tesa na brand champion ni edi twum nyina aka me ho ne one side and then tesa election we nyame ayevi. Yes agents no o maso ye den eyeden. Na to answer your question, that to wie na we nya NPP is bigger than Honorable Kennedy Agyapong.
Okay.
It's bigger than me. It's bigger than everyone who come together. Name yen tutu your hofo because when timi megina ho enti obi atem gu nani mase me o ma sabi o ma your social media and odi atem kran fan say bia but we a member of parliament da we a minister da we a regional executive we a say yes yen ntimi ndibio me obi many ade but party no
let's be fair hd ni I think some
opa list din edi Kennedy achi a o mo ye ne caliber metie bi any former executive MPs checking in na the
caliber ne pe ansa na odi
access. Oh, they make count mase. Ya to say here.
Miss me be say any mo caliber ne pe ansa na mo dey access. Because once be any pan delegate no be to aba na ebe nkwa dia. Do you think we should overlook that?
And I say oh, they make count mase. Obi o ha onim de wo ye o form ni na sem kura hold water. But we a former MP. Why a minister da? Na wa ba on sell product. Na udidi obi atem. O can some I win so asma wo kan no see ato abani wie na akofre nipa na how do you call him and I dey make anti any pan ko bi a on cash you by o ma o ni o mkunu no da o da mpa ba akoso nsimfie na na oba na hyenika.
Okay.
Wo hu bi da intimidate me pe party ni ye nkan humum but ye nyai attendidie ne unnecessary attacks because so ko didi ba o mi atem wo didi Kennedy atem wo didi Kwabena Agyapong atem Brian atem obi atem a it will be used against us.
Okay.
Na yanke when I made man see no on the 2nd of January. Bosumi yedi kan ye beto abawum. E dey tosumi yenu. Ye the biggest ever praise and worship.
Okay.
Our Ghana he find a Cannes National Praise 2026.
Okay.
Stella Dugan, Amy Newman, Daughters of Glory Jesus, Kofi police there be police
is it ASP now?
ASP and now all the top groups asofo akese look oba your officer Chrome House of one about 98% and it's omo be bom pai omo tu kan fo omo ne yen madam na onya megina yempo and then central anyum tofo akese we nyina without fear and favor obia de beta echiam ye yi nyankopon aye
enye se bia mutu omo ka no mo be omo anom so mo penasem no mo be
ye invite omo se be nyo no atu ebi so okro no ate no afre
ba mutu omo ka
oh akatua we na wo ka so oba obi ka se ye wo waba jefaka ene wo omo ka se omo cha ye ntimi ntua
okay
but obi ba say definitely obi ja no kwan but the make can say ye ne ebi no ji aponko di me nka ma ada ehino but yet your son believe in horses and chariots but we believe in the Lord our God.
Okay.
You are sorry we campaign you you bomb pie especially Fridays you bomb pie pa na me tumi nsa frɛ Ghana fo nyina ye bɛyɛ no was a First Love Church is it Lighthouse kakraka na wo East Legon ko UPS ho na e fe nipa be mpem so look me council akese a won my baby enye no akra he kwa ne hosantia.
Okay.
The churches, even some of the mosque and penyimfo, me no ka say Lagos professors, UCC, this, me ka so omu nyino, but do na call even ATA, omu nyina hu bibi o Kennedy mu a. Baby a dri de, madam. Ebi kura anya Kennedy na apel, na nyame peso ye bibi mai. Ti mesra mo, second anwumra de opeso abeto nwomo sa, a life. Mo kura YouTube no ye no mo keka, eja yesika na esuabe ye bompa ye say, obeto so amaye na life. Obi abeba ibe yi nyankopon aye be bompaye ama oman no ama nkabo mu NPP ama honorable Ken ohene Agyapong ahoɔden obenya na nyankopon take center stage of our campaign in Ghana eno kura yedi atem ho enso ye de anya hwe se wo se maseyo magimio obi ka bibi wo Bible wo se hwe wo se Yesu yedi mo Yesu nye obi a Yesu ye nipa fon carpenter ni ba we me de nya na me hwe emre bi na mani ehu ade ba na mani ayede ate ene Kennedy Agyapong am yehu niam bebre se oba ohiani woni biba no the likelihood say obenya adwuma ye no eso the likelihood the NPP be win no kakraka ye chie obi bia se me kasa ba bia ntwa ya momfa nche me TikTok for no betwitwa ba bia fake news anya no na mehwe ba nyankopon na ote ase no wapeja Kennedy Agyapong sa odnato number 1 eso ye be ye kom nya yedi nyame be di asema mai
Matia busuafo Dr. Stephen Amoah, Honorable MP for Ishaye so enane yana na twetwe nkomo